Martin from the Philippines. We're here in Real Talk Lifeline. So coming at you with a live this Sunday. It's June 25, 2023. So what are we talking about now? We're going to be talking about, I call this the simple test, right or wrong. So all I'm sharing in this live is just based on my 36 years of experience in this world, in life, and people watching the live or the replay. Please feel free to share in the comments your personal experience, your personal life lessons, because I find that very helpful, and it might also just maybe it might help someone else also. And I truly believe that. So let's get to the live. The simple test. How do we know? What is the simple test to know if what we're about to do is right or wrong? So again, from my personal experience, which is all I can share from, what I can say is the simple test for right or wrong. Simple test for right or wrong is it coming from a place of love? Or is it coming from a place of fear? So I'll explain more on what that means. So the simple test to know if what we're about to do is right or wrong is it coming from a place of love or a place of fear? So what do I mean by this? By the way, this is coming from a thinker. So when I took the Myers-Briggs personality tests, I came out as an INTJ, so that's like a thinker, so overthinking and all that. So this feeling, or this is coming from real experience already. So you will know deep down inside. So normally, when we make a decision in life and we know whether it's right or wrong, if it feels, hello, yeah, thanks for the support, guys, people watching the live, also the replay. So how do we know if the decision we're gonna make is the right one or the wrong one? So normally, when it comes from a place of love, you will feel non-resistance flowing. It will feel right. Some people, what they do is they meditate. They go into a quiet space. Some people, they pray. They pray about it. They get a sign. And then you will know when the decision you make is right. Doing that before, during, it will feel right as well. And then after, there will be no regrets. So how do we know usually if what the decision we're about to make is wrong? So when it comes from a place of fear, usually, and then this is just from hard experience, usually it will feel forced. It will feel like it's not what you really wanted to do, but I was just pressured into doing it because of someone else or because of the group, because of people like that. So that's coming from a place of fear. Now, to keep it simple, again, thank you for the people watching the live. I see you. I see the support. So thank you. Again, coming from a space of love, usually it ends up in the right decision. Or coming from a place of fear, again, fear could be doubt, worry, you felt forced to do it. It ends up being the wrong decision. So some people might say, Martin, okay, the simple test to do the right thing. When I want to do the right decision, how come there are times it doesn't feel easy? So I could share with you again, quick story from personal experience, and it's happened just this week. So it was Monday. That was, I believe, June, must have been 19, I think. So just like a week, this week actually. Correct. So that was June 19. So what happened? So long story short, I'm just sharing here. I had a client, and the backstory of this is me coming up to a decision, a right decision, and it wasn't easy. So what happened was, it's related to work, a client. I was doing everything in my power to do my work properly. So long story short, I was borrowing an iPad again of my mom, and I was using that the year prior, years before. It was working, it was fine, but it reached a point where it became obsolete. So my decision was, what should I do here now? What is the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do here? So again, doing the work as a life insurance agent, serving my client, trying to get this cash flow fund in. The year prior, I closed that client using manual forms, something like this. Let me show you guys. And it all went well, no problem. So, all good. This year, again, long story short, with the help of people, again, my mentoring team, so thank you, Louie, Godmother, Angela Flores, and Kat too. I got support from them because as much as I wanted to do it, I got a memo. And apparently, an iPad or like an updated device was needed to just do my work properly. So I was resisting for so long to just invest or buy in an iPad or a device that was capable. Now people might say, Martin, iPad, Apple, that's only for rich people, like that. I agree with you if you're like super price sensitive or you think pang mayaman, like just for rich people like that. But then again, making the right decision doesn't mean making a reckless decision, right? So last night, one thing that hit me during my me time or meditation is reading this book by T. Harv Eker, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So one thing he says here is, rich people take educated risks. This means that they research, do their due diligence, and make decisions based on solid information and facts. And here's like the insight. Do rich people take forever to get educated? No. They do what they can in as short a time as possible, then make an informed decision to go for it or not. So it took me this long to make a big decision. And today, this is the update. So this is what happened. So got my first iPad. So I'll be setting it up later today. And is it the right decision or is it the wrong decision? So my belief, again, just sharing from personal experience, it wasn't easy. Some people think the right decision will just be free-flowing, non-resistance, feel good. Nah, that was a really hard decision to make. Took time and a process to it. Yet, I could say that it was the right decision. Why? It's for me to do my work, my business. And I went through pains. Like I had to move heaven and earth and get the support of people like angels to just help me get by to serve that client last Friday, just 2 days ago. And all went well. So I'm very thankful for that. So I know that it was the right decision. So again, going back to the topic, the simple test. How do we know if it's right or wrong? Usually, if it comes from a place of love. So what is that? Inspiration, clarity. Again, if you're hard-headed like me, at times, I just started to realize the truth or the reality of it. Years prior, if anyone forced me to do it a single way, it would actually feel like the wrong decision. Why? Wrong decision again is coming out of fear. It's coming out of force. It's coming out of pressure. So the right decision, again, when I say coming from a place of love, it's not just the feel-good kind of love. At this point, it was just, this is the truth. This is the reality. And all the signs just point to this. For my work, for my future. So I felt like just sharing that quick lesson on how do we know if what we're doing is right or wrong. That's the simple test. So I just realized that recently through experience, which I just shared with you. So people watching the live or the replay, feel free to share down in the comments below, what is your simple test? How did you discover in your experience, could be recent, could be happening now, could be in the past, that the decisions ended up being right for you? What were the signs? What were the feelings? What were the hints that helped you discover that? And what were the indicators that ended up it being a wrong decision? That experience that we can learn from. So I'd love to hear that in the comments. It would help me, would help everyone else. People, if you're still feeling stuck in life, Comment deep dive down below so we can help you get unstuck, help each other so you can break through and move forward. So blessed Sunday. Thank you. I love you. And I will see you next time.